is gonna be Team Something Awesome. Alright. Okay. So wow. Gonna have a long night tonight, guys. After this match, by the way, there's another game happening, so stay tuned. Hopefully I'll actually get to cast that, because this game kind of started in delay. I mean, it's already 9:30 and it's only started now, map number 1, so there's a chance that I actually won't get to cast it. I don't think it'll be too fair to ask the team to wait so long, so up to the judges to decide, up to the admins to decide what's gonna happen tonight. Whew. Okay. There we go. There we go. FAT5, Team Something Awesome. A little bit long of a name, but I think we can endure. It kind of goes out of the boundary, but whatever. I think it's fine. Okay. Game number 1 on Inferno Shrine is starting right now, and on the left side of the map we have Team Free Agent Team number 5 with Death Skull on Kaltas, Physics Man on Sylvanas, Typhoon on Ubarak, Damage on Brightwing, and Sir Winnie Guy on ETC. And on the right side of the map here we do see Bramaham on Rhaegar, James Hag on Falstad, the Roars on Li Ming, Vertimax on Tyrael, and Fire on Leoric. And the game has started. We didn't see the team with the Sylvanas FAT5 that is going for any Sylvanas push tower shenanigans. Instead, we're gonna have here a 5-man skirmish in the middle of the map there. It seems like as far as damage go, Team Something Awesome managed to pull a little bit extra damage in the team fight, giving them the slight edge there, forcing a few of the members of FAT5 to tap early in the game. As far as talents go, we do have Fallen Fusion on KT, so no Conviction, no Q shenanigans from him, no Q build. Very interesting choice there by him. Usually we do see either the Conviction there, the Q build, or you're gonna go with the Mana Addict for the extra protection. But as it stands, he's gonna go with the Fallen Fusion, giving him an extra damage there, together with slight health boost. Sylvanas is gonna go with Paralysis there, Dumping Magic on a noob. I don't think anyone expected anything else from those two players. Unfurling Spray from Brightwing, and Rolling Like a Stone from ETC there. At the top lane, by the way, we do have the Falstad versus the Anubarak. I guess as far as the 1v1 goes, this is what we expected. We did expect the Falstad to be at the top lane, and the only response you have from FAT5 is going to be the Anubarak. A little bit of a rough matchup, but probably the best one. Lag. Okay. Are we still good on stuttering and stuff like this? I guess we are. Right? Since nobody complained or said anything, I assume we are okay. Alright, awesome. So, as far as talent goes for Team Something Awesome, TSA, I guess I'll just call them TSA, it'll be easier on my throat. So for Team TSA, we do have Wolfan for Rhaegar, Gathering Storm for Falstad, Force Armor for Li Ming, Even in Death for Tyrael, and Hopelessness from Leoric. So interesting build there for the Leoric. Gonna go with the Drain Hope build, and it kinda makes sense. You do have the Anubarak, you do have the ETC, but you're looking to really punish the Anubarak, you know, knowing that he will probably dive to the back line of your team, and if he does that, all of a sudden you can get so much value out of your Drain Hope. Usually it will last all the way up. I mean, I don't think you're gonna be looking to go to the front with Leoric. It's a possibility, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna keep Leoric on the back line. They're kind of punishing Anubarak and instead just letting the Tyrael zone in the back line of their opponents. So the first shrine has spawned here at the top lane there, not a big deal. I do expect to see some kind of rotation from globals, at least right now for the first few seconds to get the extra wave. Maybe Brightwing can stay here in the middle, soak an extra wave here, and then rotate to the top lane. And we can see that Brightwing, yeah, she will be soaking this extra wave here. Leoric is gonna come here and do the same thing there while rotating to the top. And yeah. So the first round has started, and I think this is going to be a pretty much telling one. It's something that, especially on the side of TSA, they need to keep in mind that FAT5, they do have the Sylvanas, so they really need to keep an eye on the shrine and not allow her to, not allow FAT5 to get control of it. Because if they do manage to get their hands on the Punisher, it can be a disastrous one. Even the first Punisher that we usually like to say, it's only the first Punisher, you can disrespect it. Ooh, and the ETC will be taken down there. It's a fantastic job by TSA there, sniping the ETC there. That has been a little bit of a position there, which will give them the slight edge here and will also allow them to secure extra skeletons there. But as I mentioned, you really need to keep an eye on the skeletons here on the shrine whenever you're facing against the Sylvanas. You really don't want to let them get the Punisher. Even the first one is an important one to deny. So they did manage to snag the ETC kill there, but it's still very early in the game, and ETC is already back up and running and almost there in action. This is something you need to keep in mind, because you did kill the ETC, but now he's back in action and he's full hit points, full mana there. And Anubrak is getting caught there out of position a little bit there, but he will be able to just barely escape there. Rather, he was just barely taken down there. And the Sylvanas too there, and this is big deal there for TSA there. Oh my god, also securing the kill there on the ETC, and this will be the first Punisher in the game. Gonna go for TSA there. Not only do they get the Punisher, naturally what happens is you deny your opponents, which is a bigger deal there as far as they are concerned. So we're already seeing Leoric rotating to the middle there, making sure that his team doesn't lose too much experience. KT in the middle there as well, realizing, hey guys, no way we can get this Punisher, let me just soak the XP. Bottom lane still needs to be addressed, it needs to be soaked. You really don't want to lose soak on any of the lane this early in the game. And we are not going to expect to see any damage done by this Punisher. He's already being baited very nicely into the fort there. A little bit of damage down on the front wall, maybe be taken down there, but that's about it. And yeah, so not even managing to secure the final blow there on the top tower there. So only one tower taken down with this Punisher. I guess that's the best you could have expected in this situation. So good start there by TSA, denying the Punisher, getting the kills there, getting themselves in the lead there. They have hit level 7 there. We do see Cleanse on the Rhaegar, Boomerang for the Falstad, Calamity for the Li Ming, Reciprocate for Tyrael, and Leoric still undecided with his level 7. So far TSA, they have shown that they are kind of on top of the team fight. They do, I mean, we have seen it from this first skirmish in the game there, when they went 5 men into the mid. They managed to do a decent amount of damage there on Team FAT5, and we have seen that in the team fight that just happened at the shrine, they actually managed to secure 3 kills there in total, or I mean rather 4 kills there if you count the very early ETC gank there. So it does seem like they're a little bit on top there on the team fight. They're nice try there to get the kill on the Rhaegar, but not enough of a follow-up there. Brightwing caught a little bit of position, but I think she will be able to escape, and she will be able to. Good amount of damage done on her. And yeah. So as far as TSA concerned, they are looking now to hit level 10 before the shrine is spawning, and I think they can actually manage to do it. They are just level 9 right now. They just hit level 9, so they only have 1 level to go to. Another 10 seconds here before the spawn, and I think they can definitely just delay the shrine. There's no rush to try and activate it to try to get the skeletons. I think they need to focus on get level 10, play it safe, get level 10, and then go rush the skeletons. And on the side of FAT5, I mean, they can try to race. I don't think they'll be able to. Very close call, very close call. I mean, the TSA, look at this, they just need a little bit more to hit level 10 there. Very rough situation there. Underbar with the power shot, not hitting anyone there at all. Getting caught a little bit out of position there. Does he have the spike there at least to allow him to get the small peel there, and the drain hop on the Anubarak as expected, making sure to punish him whenever he drives in. And no. So FAT5, they need to realize, hey, we're not gonna hit level 10 there, or rather TSA are gonna hit level 10. We shouldn't be risking it. They have their heroic, just give it up. So Punisher number 2 in this game is gonna go to TSA, which again means no Punisher for the Sylvanas, no potential to get extra value from her. They really need to focus on getting level 10 themselves. I'm really surprised they are kinda neglecting the bottom lane there, not soaking any of the experience there. I feel like Brightwing could have easily gotten some extra push power there, you know, realizing, hey, we're not gonna get level 10 there, it's too dangerous, let's not contest it. So we do have level 10 there for TSA, we do have Ancestral Healing for the Rhaegar, Mighty Gust for Falstad, Wave of Force for Li Ming, Certification for the Tyrael, and Entomb there for the Leoric, and ooh, KT just barely manages to escape there with 50 hit points there. Ooh, and the John Cena there on the Anub'arak, but he will have the board charge to escape there, but it means that there is no bait inside to the fort, which means that TSA now are in position to get a lot of value here from their Punisher, and this is something they need to be really careful of, because again, John Cena on the Anub'arak, and can they secure the kill there? And yes, they can. Nice job there by the Li Ming. I think it was her missile that's connected there at the end there, allowing her to secure the kill on the Anub'arak. And this is another kill there for TSA and another Punisher for them. So FAT5 kind of on the back foot here. Not managing to make something happen, definitely not managing to capitalize on the fact that, hey, we got the Sylvanas on our team, but as I've described once and I'll describe again, Sylvanas is a win more hero, which means that if they do manage to get the Punisher at some point in the game, we can definitely see a comeback, a big comeback that is, and even taking the lead. It really depends on how they actually control that part of the game where they have the Punisher and they have the Sylvanas. Ooh, they are committing here, but there is a rotation here from TSA, and I think this should be a kill there. The KT is going to the left, to the right there, but I don't. Oh my god, will he actually manage to juke them? Oh my god, no way, no. And the totem will slow them down together with fantastic Entomb there by the Leoric there, and the KT will just barely get killed there by the Orb of Li Ming. So good job by her. Will get the reset, and the Mosh there will hit only the Tyrael there. Not too much there, not even forcing a gust from the Falstad there. So this is gonna be a 1, 2, and 3 kills there for TSA. Just making sure that they are gonna be in a bigger lead than they are right now. So they do have level 13. And wow, I had to say, it felt like the KT will not make it alive, and then he managed to just mount there and kind of make the juke. Then he got dismounted, and then the Orb of the Li Ming connected, securing the kill on him, getting the reset. The Mosh gonna throwing out there, managing to only catch one person, and you know what, TSA, they had all the patience in the world. I mean, you saw the Mosh, and Falstad was like right there and says, "You Mosh, I don't care. You only got Tyrael, and you don't have any damage follow-up. I'm just gonna save my Gust." So fantastic work there by TSA, having the patience, realizing, you know, when to save their heroics. And ooh, the Sylvanas skill there, fantastic job by the Tyrael and the Li Ming. Body blocking her and getting her out of position through Wave of Force, securing the kill on the Sylvanas. And it seems like this Punisher will go again to TSA, because not only they got the kill on the Sylvanas, they also have the level 13 talent advantage. Ooh, the Leoric getting the living bomb there, but not able. FAT5 that is not able to secure the kill on the Leoric. So wow, it seems like FAT5 are just kind of on the back foot every single time there's a team fight, and that really backs the question: what do we do right now? What do we do? And I feel like get level 13, and if you feel like you have to, then go for a fight at that point in time, because otherwise you'll need to wait until you have level 16, which TSA are gonna hit first. Ooh, and there is a small skirmish here, but this is a 5-4 because the ETC is still in the mid lane, rotating to the middle of the... But KT should be taken down, and he will be taken down, which means the reset for the Li Ming. She is dropping very low there, but then Steps will connect on her, welling her a little bit too late there, not allowing to deny the Rhaegar, but it's still... Oh, fantastic certification there, but the Anub'arak will be taken down there. So this is a 2-for-0 for TSA there, and the ETC is it's getting very low there, but he does have the power slide to run to safety. Wow. TSA just dominating game number 1 so far here. We'll be getting the third Punisher there. And I'm just baffled because FAT5, they didn't have their level 13 there at the beginning of the fight, and I'm really surprised why they went to the fight at that point in time. They could have just waited another 10 seconds or so, get to level 13, and then, you know, if you still feel like you have to go for a fight, then go for a fight at that point in time there. The Leoric there is getting very, very low there, but the slide from ETC will miss him, will allow him to kind of juke the enemy there at the top, but he should be taken down there. The Drain Hope will hit there, but it should not be enough. And finally a kill here for FAT5, but it was on the Leoric. So not that of an impactful kill there. He should be back up and running into action very, very, very soon there. But still, FAT5 are putting a little bit of a pressure there on TSA there. TSA still need only 7 skeletons, but FAT5 they are managing to close on the skeleton counts, and all of a sudden it's a 31 versus 34 skeletons there, with a nice power slide there on the Tyrael there, and denying the certification, knowing it does manage to cast it, but instead the EDC will be taken down there, as well as the KT. Oh my god, the turnaround there, and the kill on the Brightwing and the KT, and the Ancestral will hit on Tyrael. There was a fantastic turnaround there by TSA. Wow. Wow. It seemed like FAT5 had the lead there in the team fight, but instead TSA managed to take it around there. Some fantastic heroic seizure there by TSA. Certification there. I was sure I saw the certification cast, and I felt like it was denied, but apparently I was wrong. So certification did land, and it was fantastic, together with the ancestral healing there. So good job by the Rega, good job by the Tyrael there, and the KT will be taken down there. 200 hit points there, 180, but the blinking from the Brightwing will save him there. But instead the Anubarak will be taken down there, as well as the Sylvanas, and keep number 1 there will go to TSA there. Nice job by them there. The EDC is being chased down, but I don't think he will be taken down there. No, he won't be, and the first keep of the game, the top keep, will be taken down in favor of TSA. So wow. And TSA, by the way, with an astounding 3-level lead. Yes, it's 14 to 18, not 4 level, because they are about to hit level 15. So full 3-level lead. This is a disaster. And I feel like at this point in the game, you have to hit level 16 if you're FAT5 and force a fight, period. You just cannot wait anymore. You just get level 16 and go ham. The problem is that one, TSA doesn't have to play by those rules. They can just easily soak it. And number 2 is TSA still have all their forts up. So where exactly can FAT5 force a fight? It's so hard for them to actually be aggressive because they're so far behind in structures. They just don't have the room to maneuver and to play aggressive. So they are really in a rough spot here. Oh, and TSA are with the Entomb there on the Anubarak, and he should be taken down because he already used his Borrow Charge and the Wedding Arrow trying to save him, but just not enough. Oh, and fantastic holy grounded by the Tyrael, denying the escape there, and the ETC dropping very, very low there, and they still don't have the level 16, and TSA are reading into it. They're like, hey guys, you still don't have level 16 talents there, let us just force the fight. And by the way, the Ancestral there did miss there the Tyrael, but not a big deal, he was not taken down anyway. Still a little bit of a misclick there with Ancestral kind of wasting their cooldown there, but still securing the kill and allowing them to get a little bit further ahead. And you know what, Shrine again activated, but TSA they're so close to level 20 that I feel like, hey, no need to rush for the Shrine, really no need to rush for it. Just get to level 20 and then go and steamroll the mid lane. But instead they are gonna be aggressive. The ETC is out of position there. He did face check there while he was completely alone, and the Drain Hope does land on him, but he will be able to escape there as he has his teammates right there with him. I feel like they need to go to for a fight right now, right this instant. Oh no, man, actually it's nah, not anymore. They had this 10-second opportunity where they could have fought without having level 20 on the side of TSA, without risking them having strong talents. But as it stands, I mean, look at how much time wasted, how much time bought, and all of a sudden, TSA they have storm talents right now. So we do have Storm Shield on the Rhaegar, Epic Mount on the Falstad, Repulsion on the Li Ming, their Hardened Shield on the Tyrael, and Spectral Leech on the Leoric. So very solid choices there. Not a surprise from any of them. And yeah, FAT5 are in such a rock zone. I feel like they still need to make something happen. I'm sorry, you need to fight right now there. Oh, and the nice mosh pit by the ETC there, but gonna get instantly interrupted there. But instantification, they're not gonna hit too many people there. The Li Ming will be taken down, and Ancestral gonna hit on the foul side there. The Leo is very low there. Needs to be careful. It's a 1-for-1 here, but the Sylvanas will be taken down there as well. And the ETC is very low, being chased there by the foul side, will be taken down there. And the Brightwing as well. And I think this is game. This is just game. The death timers are too long. TSA has the Storm talent, and they simply can push the top lane there, and there we go. Team wipe on the side of FAT5, and this is game. And TSA are realizing that and immediately rushing the core. So game number 1 there, pretty one-sided. I have to say, it was pretty one-sided. We haven't seen something like this in quite some time. I have to say, so congratulations to TSA for winning game number 1 there in a spectacular fashion, actually. Yeah, like I don't know what else to say. They just they pretty much been in the lead since the beginning. Since the first skirmish, if you remember, since the first skirmish there at the very beginning there, where you had a 5 vs 5 in the middle lane, you saw that they managed to kind of come out of it with the upper hand, dealing, you know, the majority of the damage. Yeah, and it's like not too much to say. So again, congratulations for TSA for winning game number 1 against FAT5, and we are gonna go for. All right. Okay, so we do have FAT5 on the left side. So I got the overlay right. All right then, and oh, we have someone left the game, but I don't think it matters. So we do have on the left side FAT5 with Death Skull on Kel'Thas, Physics Man on Zul, Typhoon and Tesladar damage on Karazim, and Sir Winnie Guy on Myrden.
And on the right side we have Team Something Awesome with Brammerham on Rhaegar, James Hugs and Kerrigan, Roars and Sylvanas, Verfimax on Li Ming, and Fire on ETC.
So the game has started, and we do have a Sylvanas on the side of TSA, but no tower rush from TSA. They're just gonna go here and do a very quick skirmish in the middle there. And for those of you who haven't seen game number 1, we had something very similar. When one team had the Sylvanas, it was actually FAT5 in that case. And that skirmish kind of ended in the favor of TSA. Nobody got killed there, but TSA managed to dish a lot of damage in the initial mid skirmish there. So, and that was kind of an indicative for the rest of the game. So we're gonna see if something something similar can happen in game number 2 here.
Yeah, you can already see in the talents that there's some variation. It's the Sledgehammer build, seems like, for the Muradin, and Insight for the Karazim.
Aha. So Insight, I have to say, not that uncommon, but Sledgehammer on that. Ooh, and a nice power slide there will allow him to secure the kill there on the Zul there, already putting so much pressure on FAT5 there, TSA that is. Because out of all the players that could have killed there, they got probably the best hero kills. They got the Zul, which means all of a sudden no lane pressure until Zul is back in action there.
Yeah, and this was what we were talking about during a match yesterday, where you know, how to counter a Zul composition is to put pressure on Zul, just like you put pressure on the Asmodan with an Asmodan Johanna composition.
Yep, definitely.
That's really well done.
Yep. So we do see that actually at the bottom lane we do have a Tesladar versus Li Ming. So Li Ming is going to be their choice as their solo laner there. A little bit of a surprise there, but you know, overall feels like fine. Ooh, and a nice combo there by the Kerrigan, getting both KT there. And but instead the Karazim will manage to escape there, but the KT dropping very low there. And you know what? TSA, they're putting so much damage down onto FAT5. Even if they don't manage to kill anyone, they are forcing taps, they are forcing people to go back to regen. And this is pressure, and this means that all of a sudden they break their rotation, minimizing the amount of value that FAT5 can get from their supposedly, not supposedly, but supposed to be a Zul rotation composition. Lag, okay.
Yeah, yes indeed. It's just what they have to do, and they're doing it really well. They will end up so behind in the rotation if they can't keep up the pressure. But it seems like they're doing really well. And they always got the Sylvanas who can kind of lag behind to clear up the wave, and it's going to be even easier when she gets some more wave clear talents in the coming.
Yeah, once she hits once she hits level 7, all of a sudden her wave clear is actually pretty good, and it really does ease up the pressure. So level 4 here, you know, despite the fact that they actually managed to get the kill on the Zul and actually are very on point on their rotation, or you know, counter rotation, PSA that is, both teams are very even on XP so far. Even FAT5 managing to hit level 4 ever so slightly before PSA. Ooh, and a nice combo there by the Kerrigan, managing to kind of zone out the rest of the FAT5 team, but the Muradin dropping very low with the Ravage there. Securing the kill on him there. Oh, and a nice orb connecting on the KT. Doesn't kill him, but chunks a lot of his hit points.
Yeah, great engagement then there from Team Something Awesome. Keep kind of splitting the team of FAT5, so they get in an awkward position. And Roar's going deep to get a kill on that.
Almost managing to secure the kill there on the Zul. Yeah.
Tassadar
nice.
is in trouble.
Oh, but he does have dimensional shift, but still the Ravage. Does Kerrigan have the combo? No, she doesn't there. Managed to escape with 100 hit points. Nice try.
Yeah, good try, and that does force a response from Team FAT5. No, he is tapped, so no problem this far, but he'll have some trouble soaking that lane for now. Also putting the respect into the Tassadar, not even he is safe. And
yeah, but he has been doing a pretty good job so far. I mean, he did manage to push the lanes. The ammunition is a little bit drained on the side of PSA at the bottom lane there, which is probably why we saw this small rotation happening there to try to put some pressure on the Tassadar. But as it stands, you know, no kills has happened. Ooh, and a nice juke there by the Kerrigan, dodging the Stormbolt by the Muradin there. But she did miss up her combo there. ETC with the power slide there, but can they zone out the KT? KT seems a little bit out of position. Just Kerrigan has her combo ready. A few more seconds there, but no, they will run into safety. Nice try by them.
Yeah, even though while all this is going on, the Zul is still pushing the lanes and grabbing even more XP. And actually, Kalfas didn't go for his globe talent, so no extra shield for him when he gets jumped by the Kerrigan later in the game.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. He did the same decision last game, which I imagine means that, oh, a nice amount of damage there on the ATC, but the 3-man combo there by the Kerrigan would allow him to escape there. So nice save there by the Kerrigan.
Yeah, beautiful combos coming out of Kerrigan right now. Kalfa's a bit out of position, the Leaming Orb connects, and Brammerham goes in for the bite and they bring him down.
So nice job there, securing another kill there on the KT. Oh, and the Sylvanas dropping very, very low there, but so is the Muradin, and the Muradin instead will be taken down there, and the Tassadar does have this dimensional shift, would allow him to escape there. So nice kill there again by TSA, and you know, this is getting very similar to game number 1, where whenever you had this skirmish or a team fight, TSA just came out ahead.
Yeah, if you look at the kills, this seems kind of like an easy win for them, but the fights are pretty close, and it's always they get away with kind of low on life, so there's still good fights going on here.
Yeah, and I have to say that FAT5 are doing a pretty fantastic job as far as the lanes go. They are not too far behind as far as XP go, but of course this is gonna change now that the spiders have been spawned there by TSA there. Will allow them to gain a little bit of an extra XP lead in this game, which should allow them to hit level 10 before FAT5.
Yeah, it's a bit cautious positioning in here, and a great combo again, and the power slide is going to come in.
Ooh.
Here it goes.
Ooh, and the living bomb! Oh my god! They did manage to secure the kill on the Zul, but the ETC, he did power slide in there. It was fantastic, but he got living bomb, and then he just ran into the middle of his team, spread the living bomb to 4 extra heroes. Look on TSA, they are so low on hit points. Wow. A little bit of it was a fairly big misplay by the ETC, kind of running back to his team with the living bomb, spreading the love there, but still they didn't lose anyone. They did manage to secure the kill on the Zul, while there are spiders going on there, which will allow them to put a lot of pressure there on the top lane, on the top fort there, which probably gonna result in the first fort in the game.
Yeah,
ooh, the combo there on the Zul. Ooh, the Zul taken down again.
Yeah, and that's level 10 on the team on Team Something Awesome. So they're probably going to try it for another turn-in, but they don't really have enough gems just yet.
No, they don't, but that means that FAT5, they can't turn in for a while now. They need to wait until they have level 10, their level 10 heroics before they can try to attempt to contest their turning spots.
Yeah, you
So,
don't want to waste your gems on a turning where they can't even, you know, contest or do anything. You want to have level 10 even if you can't turn in to be able to push with those web weavers.
Yep. Ooh, and then the mosh pit, they're gonna hit the mutant there, which means no interruption on the side of FAT5. Ooh, and immediately taking down the Zul there. Ancestral a little bit wasted there, but Tesla is dropping very low and will be taken down there. Nice silence there by the Sylvanas, catching the Karzing there. Not that it matters because it doesn't have Palm yet, but still denying the extra heal there. That maybe would have help someone escape there, but as it stands, 2 for nothing so far from TSA, capitalizing on the fact that they have their level 10 heroics and getting 2 kills and a decent amount of damage done on the top keep there.
Yeah, and a good decision on Team Something Awesome to pull back here. They got the feeling that they're overstaying their welcome, and you know, the easiest way to lose your lead is to stay too long on a keep that you can't kill. So, well played.
Yeah, definitely. But we do have level 10 heroics for FAT5. Nothing out of the ordinary. We do have Poison Nova on the Zul, which is, I guess it's not the meta right now. We do see a lot of skeleton mages. We do have a small skirmish here. The ETC with the power slide away there should be able to escape there. Does get a lot of damage done by the Poison Nova that we just talked about. But as it stands, FAT5 managed to, I guess, kind of bully TSA away and got the turn in, which is what they needed.
Yeah, they're in a good position to make something happen now. There's the same talent tiers, and yeah, and most of the heroics on Team Something Awesome is down. There's no mosh pit now.
Yeah, and by the way, we do have Archon there on the Tassadar, so no force wall. I'm kind of surprised. I don't think I've ever seen Archon in Hero League. I don't think so.
That was a while ago, like 1 year ago we would see it, but not anymore.
Yeah.
The gauge coming down from Team Something Awesome. Kalpa's in a bit of a problem. He goes down quickly and the resets on Leeming. ETC in a bit of a problem. Nice cleanse and the mosh.
Oh, nice mosh. Oh, fantastic mosh and Ancestral. He had like 200 hit points there, and he just managed to go in for the mosh, and Ancestral landed on him. Wow, what a risky play and a big reward there. Wow, fantastic.
No, it's good to see, and you can feel his trust in his healer player there. You know, that's not something you would dare to do in your normal Hero League game.
No.
You don't trust your healer to look after your cat.
Definitely not there. Wow, double combo there from the Kerrigan. Will secure the kill on the Zul there, and the Karazim there is a bit low there, but Li Ming will be taken down there by the KT, and they're so low on the side of TSA, and the KT trying to chase the Sylvanas will miss his flame strike there, and instead will be taken down there by the Kerrigan there. So nice turnaround from TSA. The KT obviously overextended, did try to catch the Sylvanas there, and everyone else that were so low on hit points, but instead Kerrigan just decided, no, I'm gonna combo you and you're going to die.
Yeah, he saw them so low and he got a little bit too consumed by the greed, and that always punish.
Yeah. But FAT5, they are about to hit level 13, which means that at the very least they're gonna be equal on talent. However, they did lose all their gems. They are down to only 13, so they don't have the option to actually try and go in for a turn-in or something like that, but instead they do need to work on denying the turn-in from TSA.
Yeah, and it's a good time to fight with all the gems on TSA's side, and they're on Sam Talent here. This is perfect time to fight for FAT5. They've got nothing to point.
Yeah. Ooh, and a nice power slide there. No, Mosh is up and ready right now there. Ooh, and a nice bomb there on the KT, and then Mosh Pit hitting 2 people there, which is also the mutant, so no interruption on the side of FAT5, but KT will be taken down there eventually. They are so low on hit point, and Li Ming is just gonna get a reset after reset there, and the Tassadar is down, and the Kazing is down, and the mutant is down, and Li Ming just getting fed resets here, wreaking havoc on FAT5. Wow. Ouch. And the Zul, don't know what he was trying to do there, but yeah.
Yeah, that's always the thing. I have to do something, and actually you're not. You should just wait. Sit in the fountain. It's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. So the second keep in the game is gonna go for TSA there. And they have the level 16 advantage, which means that they're gonna have an advantage for a long time now. And actually, FAT5 are in such a bad spot right now. I wouldn't blame them if they're gonna fight right now, because TSA, they have a turn in, all the lanes are pushed, which means that the spiders here in the middle and the top lanes are gonna go straight to the core, and you're in such a rough position that I don't think you can defend.
No, it's a terrible position. Maybe with the Soul and the Kalphas, they got good wave clear. If they focus the right lanes at the right time, and if Team Something Awesome decides to go for the bot lane like they do here,
oh, and the Tassadar, oh my god, the Tassadar just caught there with the rotation from TSA to the bot lane there. Another kill for TSA on FAT5.
But it seems like Team Something Awesome is deciding to go for the keep instead of trying to end the game.
Yeah, and I don't blame them actually. If you look at the map and you see where the spiders spawn, the top lane is only at about the half of the lane, kind of going forward. The same for the middle one. So they're not too close to the core. So if you can get pressure, if you can kind of distract FAT5 in a way to defend the bot lane, you can get the top lane and the middle lane go all the way to the core. But instead we're gonna have a 2-man march there, or sorry, 3-man march there. Fantastic march by the ETC, and this is gonna be a team wipe there basically, except for the Tassadar, and this is gonna be game there. And wow, this just ended in an instant there, and the Tassadar will be blown away there. So there we go. Game number 2 ended up in almost the same way as game number 1, with a 4-level lead for TSA, and that's about it. So wow, fantastic. And actually, you know what? Those games ended so fast, despite the fact that we started so late, that we might be able to go for the second games that we have for tonight. Although I'm not sure what the admins decided to do about that. We'll have to see.